Maynard, bring up the holy hand grenade. 1, 2, 5.
Please, sir.
3.
Arm yourselves, America. This is Defenders Live.
Hey, here comes the danger up in this club. When we get started, man, we ain't gonna stop. We gonna turn it out till it gets too hot. Everybody sing, hey, tell them turn it out till they get no more. Let's get this thing shaking like a disco ball. This is your last warning, I'm gonna see go. I am not afraid of the storm that comes my way. When it hits, it shakes.
Welcome to the Thursday edition of the show, everybody. This is Defenders Live, Mojo 50 Radio. You can find us anywhere where you can find podcasts that you want to listen to, but if you want to listen live and you want to be part of the audience, it's 9 p.m. Eastern on Mojo 50 Radio, iHeartRadio. Come and find us. You can also find us if you want to watch video. Currently, it's just me on video today because Dylan is out in the middle of the church parking lot getting some Skype calling in. Say hey, Dylan.
Hey, Dylan.
Oh, look at you doing
There
it
you
just
go.
right. You did it
Yeah,
just
I know. I'm a doll.
just right. Check you out.
And look, AI does exactly what it's told, just so y'all know.
Most of the time.
Most of the time, except for when it glitches.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. I can't do that.
I got it.
Gunner.
We're fine.
I know you got it, but I want it.
We're fine. I've
I
got
can't.
this.
I don't even have a bell. Got it. No bell.
That's your own fault. You could have brought your bell.
Dad, got it. I could have. I did. I just really.
You
didn't
could have
think
brought a
about
bell.
it.
That's your own fault. I'm just saying.
I know. It'll be done better next time. I'm sure.
Sure. I'm definitely sure.
Sure.
Anyway, like I said, you can find us anywhere where you can find podcasts. But if you want to watch us, you can watch us on Mojo 50 Radio. If you go to mojo50radio.com/Mojo TV, we are there. You can find us also on the Facebooks for a little bit. We're on the YouTubes until they kick us off. We're also on DLive, dlive.tv/Defenders Live if you want to go there. That's a fun little platform. Actually, it's pretty cool. I like it. I like it a lot.
I like it.
It's really cool. Very interactive setup over there. We got usually Virginia Jackal is all alone over there. Somebody go be a friend and help her out. We also have the MeWe's and the Twitters.
Yep.
It's DOAE Show on the MeWe and at DOAE Show on the Twitters, the YouTubes, the Facebooks, and everywhere else. And always remember, use the hashtag #ArmYourselves when you're interacting with us. That makes it a little bit easier for us to follow. So arm yourselves. It doesn't matter where you put the capitalizations. You can make a few many words in there. Just make sure you spell it properly. That's all I'm saying. Just spell it properly.
Just spell it right. Because Steven gets.
I get a little weird about that, and I'm like, I don't see it. I don't see it because it's not there. Kevin Hutchison, abortion cake. Now they want to boast that they can blow out all your child's candles even before they're lit. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, going again, he's talking about our title for the show tonight, which is abortion cake, which we'll get to the reason why we're talking about that.
Yeah, you're kind of jumping ahead of us, man. That's a little unfair.
I mean, he's going with the title, so I get it, but still.
And I get it, but it's not fair.
It's okay. It's fine. It's not a problem at all. And that's what we're here for, and that's why the MeWe's is there, and that's why the Twitters is there, because I know you guys are going to comment stuff, and we're going to keep on going with it. Isn't that right, Dylan?
Yes, it is right. Apparently, they're complaining about my sound. Is my sound crappy?
No, your sound is fine right now.
I was told I sound like I have my head covered under a wet blanket.
Well, sorry.
I don't know.
I would say that you're slightly more digitized than normal.
Well, it is a
storm
out near
outside.
Here. Yeah, it's been lightning and thundering off and on for the past 2.5 hours. So, Sorry.
Thunder. It's there.
I do have different and another setup for headphones and junk. So if it gets worse, y'all let me know.
So, Dylan, did you hear? Did you hear the bad news?
Did I hear what?
The bad news.
What bad news?
Well, the dark days are coming in.
Again, I feel like there should be a song for this, and there isn't.
Well, I mean,
See, this is just
there
before
could
we
be.
get started. This whole show, for the most part, with these next two,
Mm-hmm.
most of this is going to be I'm going to be rather thankful that I'm sitting in a church parking lot, because it's going to keep me in check just ever so slightly. Because this is, whoo,
Yeah, buddy.
just saying, till it's going to get angry.
That's
Okay.
right. So, Illinois lawmakers pass an abortion bill far worse than New York's.
Which is hard to believe,
It is hard
because
to
I
believe.
pretty much thought New York's was it.
Yep.
I really didn't think it could get worse.
No,
And
well-
here's Illinois. Here's Illinois going, hold my beer.
That's right. Hold my forceps.
Oh,
I'm sorry. That was bad. I shouldn't have done that one.
no, but it's
It worked, but it was bad. That was not good. Shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have done it. Anyway, Illinois Senate just passed SB 25. It's a reproductive health act, is what they called it, by 34 to 20 margin.
Whose health act? Who's that reproductive health act?
The Reproductive Health Act.
Yeah, but for who? Sure as hell ain't for that baby.
I don't know. See, the bill
Why do
expands.
they keep calling it health care?
Well, it's not health care, and it's not reproductive health. It's destroying an infant, and we're gonna get into that a little bit here. we are. I promise we are. We're going to get there. But let's dive in a little bit deeper and make sure that we have our information correct. So the bill expands abortion through 9 months, through all 9 months, and requires insurance companies to provide coverage. The bill has already been passed of the House, and the governor has already said that he will sign it
Of course he is. 'Cause
in Illinois.
the governor of Illinois is a tool.
Yes.
Oh wait, no, that's the guy running for lieutenant governor here. That's a whole other story later on. Sorry.
Oh, did you hear about that? Did you hear about the North Carolina abortion bill?
No.
Oh, buddy.
No, don't. I'm in church. I'm in a church
buddy.
parking lot. Don't.
Oh, buddy.
Don't.
Oh, buddy boy.
Don't do this. Oh,
So
dude,
continuing on. Oh. Says today the Illinois bill passed, even more extreme than New York. It was passed that they passed in January, and it includes a repeal and the ban of the gruesome D and X, or partial birth abortions. It there was a ban on that in Illinois, and apparently this lifts the ban.
Because if you can't kill your baby at the point of birth, you have no rights as a human being. I mean.
Oh yeah.
Oof. I mean, if you can't kill your baby at 9 months as it's coming out of down the birth canal, you have zero freedoms. I
Right.
mean,
You have zero freedoms in your life if you can't kill the offspring of your lineage before it hits the air.
you might as well be. We might as well at this point with it. You might as well be living in North Korea. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, this is so controlling and overbearing of a government
right?
to not allow you to kill your children. Or not give you the facilities to kill your children. Sure. Yeah, that's where
horrible.
we're at, guys. Yeah.
We are. Welcome to. Well, but not anymore, because Illinois is paving that way, so now we don't have that problem anymore.
I'm just saying, welcome to the real world, she said to me, condescendingly.
Condescendingly.
Take a
yes.
seat.
That heifer.
Take your abortion. Oh, goodness gracious. The HB 2495. This is HB 2495 was New York's bill.
Yep.
It would virtually eliminate all protections for the preborn children, allow infanticide, remove conscious protection laws from healthcare workers, allowing taxpayer funding for abortion, and more. Their 2467 would appeal the Parents' Notification Abortion Act of 1995, making it so a minor can get an abortion without parental notification. The bills are so extreme that thousands of citizens have flooded the Illinois State Capitol buildings in protest, because these are all combined together in a new SB 25 or whatever to basically put into place, you can get an abortion on demand at any time, no matter what.
At taxpayer expense.
At taxpayer expense, without parent consent, without anything. It's not health care, it's death care.
Yeah, it's not even care. To call it care is just asinine.
That's that's actually
There is no
destroying the
care.
word. That is an abomination of care.
Yeah,
Once again, the Hippocratic Oath would say, "Do not kill. Do not have the intent of killing." Always work to heal.
Yeah, I do find it ironic it's called the Hippocratic Oath.
Well, that's why I call it, when people say abortion doctor, I tell them it's not a doctor, it's a practitioner.
Yeah, I would even call it a practitioner. I would call it a murderer.
It's legal killing.
Yeah.
It's legal killing. It's like saying that an executioner is a practitioner of execution.
That's true.
Okay, so it's their practice. Their practice is to execute. So to say that they are a doctor is not true. Because to me, they're not a doctor because they're not upholding the standard of protect life. First and foremost, always protect life. So if you don't uphold that notion in the first place, then you're not a doctor anymore. You could have a doctorate, but that does not mean that you're actually a doctor.
Yeah, you can have a doctorate in all kinds of stuff.
You can have a doctorate in
healthcare provider.
You can have a doctorate in Civil War history.
Woohoo!
Not going to help you.
Nope.
In a hospital.
Nope.
No. It still means you're a doctor, but you're a doctor of history. These people are doctors of killing.
Yeah, there was in going over the bill, I'm reading the thing right now, that there's not the bill itself, but in the article, there's when they were debating everything and bringing it up and having it on the floor and everything like that, the bill was sponsored. One of the sponsors was Representative Kelly Cassidy, whose answer to nearly every question when she wasn't stonewalling was, quote, "This treats abortion care like any other health care."
Abortion is not care.
Well, it depends. Like abortion care, I can understand that because you're taking care to make sure that you slaughter that innocent child with as much efficiency as humanly possible. But what I don't agree with is you can't sit there and call it health care when you're literally destroying the health of an individual.
Okay, how about this?
How about that?
You know what? This is efficiency. You want to hear efficiency? Here is efficiency.
Sure. Show me efficiency.
He went in with forceps and grabbed the baby's leg, brought them into the birth canal. Then he delivered the body and arms all the way up to the neck. At that point, only the baby's head was inside. The baby's body was moving. His little fingers were clasping together. He was kicking his feet, all the while with his little head stuck inside. Then the doctor took a pair of scissors and inserted them into the back of the baby's head. And then he stuck a high-powered suction tube into the hole and sucked out the baby's brain. You want to talk about taking care for efficiency? That is taking care for efficiency when you're doing an abortion. That is what we're talking about when we're talking about partial birth abortions. That is the crap that Illinois is going to allow on a constant basis.
Yep. And the fact that and the biggest problem with it as a whole is like, and I've seen people, well, just because it's there doesn't mean they're going to do it. Well, then why the hell allow it to that point in the first place? If you're so convinced that it's not going to happen, that it's not going to push to that level, then why even leave it as an option? Because I hate to tell you this, you give anybody the room, they're going to push to that point and beyond.
Mm-hmm. Every time.
That's kind of how we got here in the first place. You allow something like Roe v. Wade to make, law, then it's just going to go further and further until now you're like Illinois, who pretty much says you can do it up until the baby's out of the birth canal. Keep it at this rate, California is going to be like, screw it, up until 2 years old, you can kill your kid.
Yep.
You watch.
Yeah.
People laugh at me and say there's no way. Well, you know what? Y'all said there was no way it was going to get to partial birth abortion. And here we are. Tell me it's not going to happen, you putts. I'm in church. Dear Jesus, help me. Dear Jesus, help me.
Look, Peachy, I understand.
No, I know, Peachy. Yes,
I got you. Look, come back in the second segment if you can't stay. Just
yes. See, Zig, yes.
Punisher throwing stuff all over a tent. Yes,
that is me right now. Like I'm, again, if it wasn't in a church parking lot and there weren't people still coming out of the building,
we completely understand. We're bringing this to your attention because it needs to be brought to your attention.
Yep, this is exactly why we do what we do.
This is the crap that's happening in Illinois right now. Why do we bring up local crap? Because we have to bring up local crap in different states, in different areas, because the local area is where all of the problems start and stop.
Pretty much, the way I figure it is if Melissa Milano can go all over the daggone country and voice her opinion and her 2 cents on stuff that really doesn't even concern her or her state or what she does, then why the hell can't we? You know what I mean? That's the way I figured it. We could be just as supportive of everyone all over as she is of her clan, and I just
you're completely right. You're completely right. But I do have to do this. I have to stop for a second before we go to the next, because we have to talk about Patriot Mobile. Okay. I get it. We're going from abortion and talking about killing a kid to Patriot Mobile because of 2 things. 1, they sponsored our shows. 2, Patriot Mobile helps you help fund the people that oppose this bullcrap.
Yep. Absolutely.
If you're tired of the extreme leftism, if you're tired of all this crap, maybe you should go and invest your money in a company that not only gives you great service, but also is a veteran-led, conservative cell phone company providing you with reliable nationwide coverage. It's easy to switch. You can keep your same number. You can bring your own phones. You can do whatever you want. If you need a new phone, it's there for you. They've got no hidden fees, no roaming fees, no liberal agenda. Plus, they've given more than $2 million $2 million to support constitutional rights. Check them out today. Go to patriotmobile.com/mojo50. That's patriotmobile.com/mojo50. You can get your activation fees waived on the spot for up to 2 lines when you go check them out there. They've got unlimited talk and text plans starting as low as $25 a month. Just look. Just go check them out. patriotmobile.com/mojo50.
And the best part is I'm going to be up in that area next week. So excited.
Yes.
Yeah.
Zig the Trucking Gator. Zig the Gator didn't know that was the Punisher scene from Netflix.
How did you not know that was?
How did you not know that was the Punisher? I mean, it's the same guy that does the Punisher, the TV show. How do you not know that?
He might have not watched Punisher.
Maybe that's true. I mean, he is one of those guys that drives a lot, so he doesn't have time to watch.
This is
movies and shows. It's actually a really good show.
Kevin, don't forget when those brave men landed on the beaches of Normandy, they kept in touch with Patriot Mobile phones.
That's right. It was not called Patriot Mobile at the time. #revised history, but
#false facts.
False facts. #revised history. That's all. Hashtag.
I loves it.
Yeah, things I don't love, though. Miley Cyrus posted raunchy abortion photos, and now she's getting accused of design theft. I love the second part. I don't like the first.
Well, here's what I find funny is nobody is upset at the raunchy pictures.
I'm upset at the raunchy pictures. Look, okay.
I am too, but nobody else is complaining about the raunchy pictures, which are vomitous at best.
Yeah.
I mean, no, it's she's stalling a design. Shut up.
You know why it's vomitous? It's because she's not a bad-looking person. It's just what's been there.
Oh no, that's I think quite the opposite. You don't know what all's been there.
No, you pretty much know what all is in there.
It's all
disgusting and nasty. And
I'm afraid of catching something like I'm afraid of BD just looking at her.
Well, you know what? For everybody that's watching on video, here you go. Here's a before and after. This is This is the original design that she had versus the new design that we came up with. So
there you go.
There you go. Check that out. It's a side-by-side. The first one says abortion is healthcare, and she's licking a cake. The second one is her licking a cake, and it says "dat ass."
Yeah. See, we were looking for a toilet to Photoshop in there, and we haven't found a good one yet.
I haven't really found a good image of a toilet to put on the cake.
No,
so
we're working on that.
The reason why I bring it up is because that cake image.
Oh, Belle.
Thank you. That cake itself is actually a designed cake by a pro-abortion cake maker.
Just goes to show how douchey these people really are. They're like, how dare you use a cake that I made without my permission to promote the slaughter of innocent children?
How dare you promote yourself and my cake design without tagging me?
That's pretty much about it. It's
You
like,
didn't
that's not
tag me?
fair.
I did this cake to make sure that I got approval from everybody. Why aren't you tagging me? I'm going to sue you.
I only am doing this because I want publicity and I want the exposure and I want money. That's it. If Miley Cyrus hadn't done it, nothing would have been said.
Nothing would have been said. And nobody would have cared about the cake. But here's the cake. And by the way, if you go over, and I know there's a whole thing about Steven Crowder and Vox trying to get him deplatformed and everything else. And that's horrible. And you guys should... If you have the ability to support Steven Crowder, he's an amazing, amazing comedy skit guy. Look, I am not too shy to say we stole Dumpster Fire from him.
Dumpster Fire!
That was all Steven Crowder. He is amazing at what he does. If you can support him because his stuff is worth it. His stuff is worth it. I don't know about the rest of the stuff that comes with it, but his stuff is worth it.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, I know that he's having some issues because of that, and Mug Club which is what he does. I get it, but you have a whole thing of deplatforming, and got off on sidetrack. Steven Crowder put out, or his producer put out, which is I think his name is Quarter Black Garrett. I think that's his name. Put out
is that his Christian name? Is that his parents? He was born, and his father said, "I'm going to name him."
That's his Twitter name. That's his Twitter name, and
okay,
that's his name on the show. That's his name on the show, and that's also his Twitter name. So I'm going to go with Quarter Black Garrett.
Okay.
So Quarter Black Garrett put out a blank canvas version of the cake for everybody to post their own images on. So go check that out. Quarter Black Garrett on Twitter. He posted that yesterday, I think. It's amazing. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I think I have to get that because I'm gonna have some fun.
Yeah, you gotta go check it out because it's amazing. I have my own version of a blank canvas of it, so it's all good. If you want it, I got it for you.
Either way, because I got some. I got a few ideas that I could do with this because. God, she's repulsive.
Based on your comments and everything else, I'm guessing that everybody's a little sick to their stomach because of this. And as such, I think you might need to try some Matron Teal.
I was going to say, you know what it was, is we kind of pushed him over the edge. First, it was the way about the abortion thing, and then we pushed it over the top with naked, topless.
Miley Cyrus.
Licking a cake. And that was the final nail in the coffin. That sealed the deal. Most folks are have their heads buried deep into a toilet somewhere. We're so sorry.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get a call tomorrow. Ron's going to be like, why?
Why did you do that? What is this?
We can't air this because even we're vomiting.
This is way too vomitous of a show. We can't do this. We can't do any of the first half. This first half is terrible. What is wrong with you?
Fire! Oh.
Exactly. This is all.
Dumpster fire!
That's all this is. We're all just a giant dumpster fire. Everybody's in there.
Yes.
And you know what? If you're doing that, maybe you have some problems with your gut. Maybe you need something to boost your gut health. Maybe you need to check out Matron Teal. Go check it out. lovemytummy.com/mojo. lovemytummy.com/mojo. You can get 3 months supply for only $99. Go check them out today. Promo code MOJO. lovemytummy.com/mojo. Be right back, folks.
That's
Tech Roo on the MeWe says, not only is Stephen Carter worth it, but Mug Club mug will hold an entire beer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like a 15-ounce mug. It's a pretty stout mug. It's good.
Is it a ceramic mug, or is it? It looks like it's the old steel mugs from.
It is. I think it is. I think it's the old steel. Is
it?
Yeah, it's the metal mugs. It's the metal.
Okay,
ones.
Good. Yeah, I want one of those. Like
Yeah,
I'd be down for that. I got enough ceramic, but no, we don't. I don't have enough.
I think right now he actually has a promo code. It's I think the promo code is free speech. If you use the promo code free speech, you get the entire year for like $69.
And he does things for
students and veterans and all the rest, but I think everybody can get it for $69 with a promo code free speech right now.
Yeah, I know he's attached technically to that other place, but
who cares?
He as a person, as a entity,
he and his people are worth it.
Yes, the rest of it's at your own discretion.
Isn't that what I just said about 10 minutes ago?
It is. I'm just reiterating it. Also, at y'all's discretion, and we would be grateful for it, is Arcadian Flag, Facebook.com/Arcadian Flag. Check him out. Share him around.
Speaking of, Arcadian Flag is making some flags for us. We're going to have a DOAE show flag. We're going to get...
well, not a flag. It's going to be the emblem.
Right, but it's
the show's thing.
It's a wooden flag of our emblem.
Yeah. But it's not a flag. It's just the symbol. And then we're also doing the logo for Mojo.
Yes, we're doing a Mojo logo, and that's going to be a giveaway. You know what? Hold it. Hold the phone. We're coming back. We'll talk about it in a second.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in just a second.
Okay.
The mighty Mojo 50.
Welcome back. This is Defenders Live. Mojo 50. Dylan with me. He's hanging out from the church parking lot to make sure that he doesn't go postal.
Which is good, because
it's very
the first half was...
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Sean over on the Facebook feed said he was done vomiting. ...
Good.
Good. Oh, wait. Be right back.
Just when you think you haven't got it all out, you're like, oh, I'm done. I hate that too. That's the worst part about throwing up, I think, is that you think you're all done and you just slowly start to relax and then it hits you again and you damn near bounce your head off the toilet seat.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how it all goes. Zig the Gator says, "Can I get Hannah Montana back?"
Yeah. I didn't actually, to be honest with you, I didn't care for her back then, but at least then you were lulled into the false sense of her being innocent.
Yeah, you were lulled.
We know she wasn't, but
it was a false sense of security with that. Okay, so I wanted to bring this up, guys. I wanted to tell you guys about this because it is a need to know. You guys have been freaking out about everything that's been going on.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah.
So great news. Great. It is great news. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do it this way. We have great news.
Great news. There you go.
There it is.
That's what she said.
The grand opening is still on. Everything is still going for it. It is still on. We are doing the grand opening. It is not a problem, guys.
And the grand opening is of TRA, in case you're brand new to this or don't know what the heck we're talking about.
TRA Guns grand opening is on. It is going. It is happening. There is nothing stopping us. We're still going to do the whole deal. It's still going to be a whole day. It's still going to have a whole big fun time. And if you want to come early in the week and you want to go Sunday, you want to get down here Sunday and then stay until Tuesday, you can.
Or even Wednesday.
Right. And if you do that, you'll be able to go to a cookout at the lake with all of us. Heather the Cougar is hosting it. But
it's kind of a potluck style,
or bring some money for donations and everything else. So do not fret. TRA Guns grand opening is happening. It is still July 9th. It is still going to occur. It is going to be all day, and we are giving away a ton of stuff.
So calm down.
It'll be there. Look, Kurt's still gonna give away a gun. We are gonna give away the Mojo sign that's being made. We're gonna be giving away. We're gonna be giving Kurt a TRA Guns version of the sign. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good times. There's gonna be ice cream there. There's gonna be a whole bunch of other stuff. We've got so many things to plan. All right.
Yes. So all of y'all,
chill.
Untwist your panties. Calm down.
Yep.
It's
Keep
gonna be going off.
No panties and twist here. All right. The entire point of what we are and who we are. The entire point of what we are and who we are is to keep calm.
Yes. And I feel like I was going to say something that
and carry on.
Yeah, I was going to do that, but I'm like, nah. I got my brain kept going back to don't panic, and then 42 and
what's the answer?
Yeah.
What's the answer to the universe, and then what's the question? And yeah. Mm-hmm.
Don't know the damn question.
You know what?
Anyway,
I just wanted to make sure that we weren't coming in like a wrecking ball.
Oh,
yeah,
see, no, and I'm glad you mentioned it because I completely forgot. I've been meaning to. It's one of those things. I've had people reaching out to me, and I'm like, hold on, we've got stuff, but just calm down. Everything is still on. Everything is good. So at least this is. If you're planning to come down, everything is still on point.
We are still going. It's still a thing.
As is. And if anybody needs any help with planning or location or anything like that, don't hesitate. Reach out to us.
We're locals.
Send us a message on Twitter or Facebook. Email us at info@DOA Show. You get Steven and I, Steven at DOA Show, Dylan at DOA Show. Email us, whatever. If you've got any questions, any way you need to get a hold of us, ask anything. We'll do the best we can to get you the info that you need to get you set up.
Exactly. We will do all the best we can. And you know what? I think everybody can chill.
Yes.
I think what they might need is they might need to work with this lieutenant governor over here.
Oh God, I saw this and it made me laugh it caught my eye just because of his name.
Yeah.
He's a Democratic candidate for the North Carolina's lieutenant governor position because the current lieutenant governor has made a bid to run for governor.
Yes.
He tried running last year, Dan Forrest did, and he lost to the current Roy Cooper. And we think as North Carolina runs, it's about that time to have another. The Republicans about ready to come in, and a lot of people kind of like Lieutenant Dan, as they call him. No, and the funny part is people do announce that they call him Lieutenant Dan. So,
hey, Lieutenant Dan.
Well, and what's funny is like his logo, his thing last year was Run Forrest Run.
Yeah, and that makes
because his last name was Forrest. He had the whole thing. Yeah, it was so stupid. It's one of the reasons why he lost, I think. But yeah, so he's trying to move up into the governorship, and this guy. Oh, and isn't he Jim Dandy? His name is Bill Toole. Spelled Toole. And boy, is this guy a tool. He is a Democratic candidate. He is a Charlotte environmental lawyer. Oh, he's going to be a delight.
Oh, yeah.
Who says cannabis should be regulated like alcohol and sold through the state's network of alcoholic beverage control system liquor stores. And I don't know how anybody else does, how any other states go. I know here in North Carolina, if you want to buy hard liquor, you want your whiskey or your vodkas, things of that nature, the hard stuff.
Liquor, I hardly knew her.
Yeah, I don't even know her. Liquor, she hasn't had her shots. Anyway.
Miley Cyrus?
What? Oh. But yeah, here in North Carolina, if you want the hard stuff, you have to go to what we call an ABC store, this is strictly all the hard stuff that you can find. Everything, even the air quotes supposed moonshine, which is only 33% alcohol, which I don't know how you can get away with that. But anyway,
I don't know because it's flavored.
I guess. But in that's where if you want to buy wine or beer, you could do that virtually anywhere. But if you want the hard stuff, the whiskeys and vodkas and all that, you have to go to an ABC store. And that's what he's trying to do in North Carolina. He wants to regulate it based off of basically he wants to get a tap into the tax revenue. His plan to a point at the moment I don't think is that horrible to a point. He estimates that North Carolina would see about a $450 million a year revenue from the cannabis sale and purchase, especially if it's going to come out of something like that where it's controlled. Quote, each community should decide for itself whether it will allow sales in ABC stores just like we do for alcohol, Tool said in a YouTube video message. Let's take the cannabis out of the hands of criminals and stop our teens from buying. Let's bring good jobs back to our farming communities, end quote. I love how if he gets what he wants, theoretically, North Carolina has stopped being the nation's leader in tobacco because, tobacco is so horrible. And he's trying to now become the America's leader in weed, I guess.
Well, it's not really true. I mean, the reason why we're less and less the leader in tobacco is because people are planting more and more corn because they're getting subsidies for that.
Well, that too. It started. I mean, there was that start for a while there of the, oh, good Lord, smoking is horrible, blah, 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 Philip and Morris and all that jazz. And then when stuff started slipping away, like you said, then the best thing to do at that point was let's go corn because the government's going to subsidize us. And anyway, the proposal would require 90% of all cannabis sold in North Carolina to be grown in state. Now, I'm trying to figure out why there's 10% that doesn't, but no one under 21 would be permitted to purchase or use cannabis, Tool said, and under regulations similar to open container laws, residents of legal age would not be permitted to use cannabis in public places. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Under Tool's policy pitch, all criminal convictions for possession of up to 1.5 ounces of marijuana would be automatically expunged.
Sorry, say that one more time.
Okay. Under Tool's policy pitch, all criminal convictions for possession of up to 1.5 ounces of marijuana would be automatically expunged. Yep. So that's the I mean, times are changing. It is what it is. If you're gonna do it, you might as well.
So I do have to say this. The guys that do, I think it's the guys that do Ridge's Zone. They're also formulating like a CBD oil that's gonna be active and out soon. And
Okay.
yeah, it's something that I think they're gonna definitely push through everything, and it's gonna be one of those things that we have like a sponsor code so you guys can get a good discount on it and all the rest of it. I don't know for sure. I'm thinking. But they have a CBD oil, and we were able to get one when we were in Texas and get it for my wife for her pain and things like that. Now, she's having an issue using it regularly for some reason. I don't know why, but she says it helps with the fogginess during the day.
Good.
Doesn't really help with her pain very much, but it helps with the mental fog. And it keeps her thinking a little bit more focused, so that's good.
Sometimes that can be a world of difference. Even if it was meant for pain and it doesn't do it, to any other benefit can especially from the mental side of things can be a huge lifesaver.
Right, exactly. And that's one of the biggest issues. Keeping yourself focused, keeping yourself straight and on the narrow path there. But in one of those cases, I mean, I don't see the problem with somebody carrying 1.5 ounces of marijuana. I don't.
It's one of those things.
I don't even see the problem with people having a pound of marijuana. It doesn't bother me because okay. Yeah, that's the picture. That's the picture to Tech Crew. That's the one. My issue is when you're getting it from the streets. That's my issue, because then it could be then they could mix some other things in it. They can put drugs in it. They can do whatever they want with it. Oh, it's the Atrantil people. Sorry, Atrantil. So Ken Brown is actually getting that fixed up. So it's not cool. Ridge's Zone. It's Ken Brown, the gastroenterologist from Atrantil.
There you go.
He's the one that's doing the CBD oils.
Sweet.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for that correction.
Yeah.
So anyway, overall, cannabis is actually a heck of a lot more safe than some of the things that are legal.
I agree. I would.
I mean, I would say that it's probably more safe than alcohol, but that's not the issue here. The issue is more along the fact of what you were saying. He's trying to push this initiative, which, by the way, There are already growers in the state of North Carolina. They're already.
Yep.
I know because I see the jobs postings pop up.
Oh yeah, well, and to get bigger, and I don't have like tons and tons of information, but our friend Alan Chesser is met up with some people who are actively opening like actual factories and stuff that he was talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. There are a bunch of factories in like the Greensboro area.
Yep.
And farms and factories in the Greensboro area to get this stuff going because the legal version of this. So I don't see this being a big issue. I think this would eventually have been pushed in North Carolina anyway.
Oh yeah, you might as well be him and do it now because I think it might help him out because, like I said, from what I've read and heard of this proposal, like I said, it was just a quick little video and everything else.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, let's do it that way. Then you might as well. If you have some regulations, but you make it legal, you take away I'm with you though. I don't think it really should matter how much you carry around or have.
Mm-hmm.
Because like with alcohol, you can carry around as much alcohol as you want, and they're not going to say anything. You know what I mean? So why would you regulate how much you can carry around as far as marijuana goes? But at the same time,
I mean that's personal preference, right? And I mean, if you wanted to carry around an entire cat cooler's worth.
Oh yeah.
Of this stuff, maybe it'd be worth it.
It'd stay fresh forever. Because if it can keep ice cold for up to 7 days, you know damn well that weed would be fresh for months if you did it right.
Oh heck yeah, that would be totally on point.
It wouldn't go stale or nothing.
No, that wouldn't be a problem at all. Not at all. Oh my gosh, but I think one of the biggest issues with this is that, cat coolers are so good. They're incredibly rugged. They keep your ice cold for up to 7 days. If you want to put ice in it and put some beers or some sodas or whatever else, you can keep them good. You can keep them solid. You can make sure that you're actually taken care of in those areas. Look, it's made in the United States. They're completely customizable. And with summer coming around, you want to keep stuff cold, don't you?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do. Go to catcoolers.com.
Yeah.
Check them out over at catcoolers.com. Use the promo code Steven, STEVEN. You can get 10% off discount on a cat cooler of your choice. Go check them out today. Catcoolers.com, promo code Steven to get 10% off.
Let's see. You need that 10% off.
Let me see. Asking for a friend Jack all over on the Twitter says, I'm so libertarian on drugs that I don't care if someone has a pound of heroin or cocaine.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm kind of there. I'm the same way. If you start getting into stuff like bath salts and things like that have been proven to make people insane and violent,
or crocodile.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Whatever. I don't know I'm not hip to all the jazz.
Oh no. Crocodile is the one that's made from diesel fuel, and it's from Russia. And what it does, you've never seen this?
No, this is new to me.
Okay, look it up later. Crocodile. What you need to do is just look it up. Crocodile drug effect, and it turns a person basically into a zombie.
Oh, good.
It's like crocodile is like meth, but it turns you into a zombie. And what I mean by zombie is it literally makes you addicted the moment that you try it.
No.
And after that, it starts killing the nerve endings in parts of your body. So like the nerve endings die, and then your flesh just starts falling off.
Yeah.
And so you literally look like a zombie.
Wow. See, you would think that, and obviously most people don't get this. They're not aware of this stuff. But this is the kind of stuff that you hear and you're like, now, why did you intentionally put this in your body again? Can you fill me in on that one just a second?
I don't know.
But they're not going to turn. There's no warnings or anything like that. Nobody says, oh, by the way, you're going to turn around and basically die. Very slow and aggravating death.
Look, you gonna die, honky. And it's gonna
die, honky.
It's going to be horrible. you're you're going to be completely addicted to this crap, and you're going to look like you are a rotting, decaying sack of flesh.
Yay!
Kind of
looks
like,
great for prom pictures.
Kind of like Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh, see, that's you mean poor Bruce. Poor Bruce. Do you ever like I want like I gotta wonder if this guy's ever at some point when maybe I've gone too far.
I think that happened the moment that he cut off his Johnson. It's maybe I went a little too far here.
Well, that's not coming back. This story is, speaking of libertarianism, this one kind of bothers me. So Chief Mark Garrett of the California Highway Patrol has been placed under investigation.
Sure.
For posting a disparaging meme of Caitlyn Jenner on his personal Facebook page.
I am disparaged.
Which mocked the former athlete.
Sure.
Hold on. We're going to come back to that in a second. For presenting himself as a woman. You can't. Caitlyn Jenner was not a former athlete. Bruce Jenner was. And if you're going to sit there and say, oh, well, it's no longer Bruce. Bruce is gone. It's not the same. Then that's not it. You can't. He's not an athlete. Caitlyn Jenner was never an athlete.
But Dylan, you can't dead name somebody.
No, I'm not. I'm differentiating because the person is dead, air quotes now. Bruce is dead. Caitlyn lives. And therefore, Caitlyn didn't do a damn thing.
She's alive.
It's alive. Okay. According to the Los Angeles Times, the investigation into Garrett's Facebook page began when the LA Times reporter revealed it to the California Highway Patrol officials. Quote, the entry, which Garrett posted April of 2017, shows a photo of Jenner that is overlaid with a transphobic and vulgar message, reports the outlet. Quote, in bold type on Jenner's image, it reads, quote, anyone who says that I am not a lady can, and then suggests the reader perform a sex act, end quote. So you
suck it?
Yeah, pretty much. Might as well.
Can suck it.
Can suck it. Or probably something, and it probably describes what they can suck, and it's not an apple. It's a grape.
Right. It's
a lemon.
Well,
it's not a lemon.
Well, it will make your face sour.
Hey-o.
Oh.
Smells like fish.
Pucker that.
Now, again, this is a post that this guy did on his personal page.
Yeah.
In 2017. 2017. He is being investigated for something he did on his personal page. I don't give a damn who you work for, unless you are bad-mouthing your company or doing obvious hate. Because I'm sorry, this is a, anyone who says I'm not a lady can, suck it, is not disparaging.
Yeah.
It might
Dude
be
looks
mocking,
like a lady.
But yeah, I know. It might be mocking, and fine, I'll give you that. But everybody mocks everything all of the time. Welcome to the internet, for starters. Social media. Welcome to social media. Everything is a challenge.
Welcome to the real world, she said to me, condescendingly.
Yeah, we've done that song. You can't do the same song twice in one shot.
It fits in both areas. I'm just saying.
That's what she said. He said, quote, this is Officer Garrett, says he has no recollection of it. I'm on Facebook very rarely, and if I shared it, I shared it. This was a personal Facebook page and has nothing to do with CHPD, end quote. And I completely agree. There's not one bit of any of this that is anything. He didn't say that he wishes harm upon Jenner. Doesn't say that anything bad about it, that they should go hang themselves or nothing.
Right.
It was his opinion on the fact. I say it's his opinion. He was just making the statement. The funny part that I had read, where did it go? There was a part on here where he basically said that, okay, Officer Garrett said he did not remember if he had shared the post or not, though he acknowledged knowing the woman who shared the original post.
Yes, I know that woman, and I don't really remember sharing a post because that was a year and a half ago. So who cares?
This is retarded.
Yes.
Why are you're chasing after something? You're literally trying to find something to be pissy about.
Well, you could just be like Beach Storming Slug over on the Twitters, who says, "I will dead name as many public personalities as I darned well please."
By God.
And also asking for a friend Jackhole, saying, "People have the absolute right to be dumbasses."
Exactly.
Yes.
That's called America.
Yes, and this is for Kirk's tasty Jill hole.
It is ma'am.
Yeah.
It is, ma'am.
She liked that a lot.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. You know something I like a lot?
What's that?
The gun box.
Yes.
Yeah, boy.
Like
Because the gun
too.
box is amazing. It keeps your gun in a safe location, but easily accessible to you and whoever else you will. But nobody
Whoever
else.
you wills.
Whoever you wills it, but nobody else.
But no one else.
Exactly. Nobody breaks into this. Nobody can crack it. Nobody. Well, I mean, they probably could blow it up, but it would take a lot. Let's just put it that way. It would take too much effort to be worth it. You can get the Gunbox over at thegunbox.com. You can check out the Gunbox Echo, the Gunbox 2.0. They have an actual shotgun or rifle safe. That's a stand-up cabinet with the full technology and setup that they have with either your finger press. They have your RFIDs, your rings, your card reader. They have a key fob. They've got a pin code. Anything you want to use to get into this box, you can, but only you and whoever you give access to will be able to get into it. Check them out again, thegunbox.com. It's thegunbox.com. Use the promo code Mojo50 at checkout, and you can get 10% off of your orders. That's thegunbox.com, promo code Mojo50.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. Sorry, I was looking.
It's okay. Zig the
I was
Gator
looking
said,
at cat coolers. Sorry.
well, that's fine. Zig the Gator says, everybody loves a good gun box.
Yes.
Or a
they
good
do.
box for their gun.
I was going to say the
Sorry,
exact same thing.
That is exactly where it needs to go.
Because if you don't, then.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Mm-hmm. So we have an update. We've got a story update. I just want to. Oh, hold on.
Beep.
Yeah, I don't have that one, but that's fine.
Later.
The Green New Deal from Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Of course.
Has a new price tag.
Has it gone down
No.
at all?
No.
What? What do you mean no?
No.
Like it should have gone down.
No.
Like that's usually
No.
what good. Not even a little bit.
Hard no.
Oh God. How bad are we talking?
Do you want to get striked?
Possibly. Depends
Yeah.
on how bad it is.
It's pretty bad.
Like on a scale of 1 to 10.
It's a 10 trillion.
Like the price tag?
Yeah, 10 trillion.
Shut up.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about
$10
that.
trillion.
Oh, no.
How about
Hard no.
yeah? It's $10 trillion just to get a shot.
God almighty.
And her famous quote on this: "I know it's a ton."
A ton?
Honey, that's more than a ton.
That's not.
Darling,
That pumpkin, that's bigger than a ton, okay?
darling, sweetheart,
Wow.
that is
Cupcake.
so much more than a ton. But anyway,
But it's worth every penny.
yeah, no, it is worth none of the pennies. It's not even worth a penny. But you know what is?
What is?
The bell count for today. Here it is.
Good evening, Mojo 50. I'm Leprechaun, and here with your bell count grade for the day. Today we had 4 missed innuendo bells, 51 actual bells, 3 AOCs, 3 creepy Uncle Joes, and 3 horns. Giving us a grade of A+ for the day. Good night and peace out, y'all.
Check out. The show's got an A+ for the day. That's amazing. Zig the Gator saying, show me the money. Everybody else putting money, all the junk. Yeah, I love you guys. It is amazing. Check us out, DOAShow.com, DOAShow.com, and Mojo50.com. Check you later.
See you tomorrow.